Here at firstpeople.us, there's an article entitled The Origin of the Hopi Snake Clan, a Hopi legend, and it begins long ago. On the enormous far rim of the Grand Canyon in Arizona lived the ancestors of the Snake Clan, who belonged to the Hopi Indian tribe. Chief of the Hopis had a very wise son, who liked to sit and meditate on the edge of the canyon rim. He tried many times to imagine where the powerful river far below finally ended. Experienced ancient men of their nation did not know the answer. Their council leaders had different ideas among themselves. One thought the river took a secret course through enormous underground passages. Another thought it entered the middle of the world, and there it nurtured large and dangerous reptiles. Impatient, the wise son said to his father, the chief, "Is it not time for me to seek my quest? I wish to go down the great river and find the place where it ends." Proud of his son's desire for accomplishment, the chief granted him gladly permission to follow his quest. Wise son, overjoyed with his coming venture, planned specifically for every need. His family and tribal friends helped him to design and build a waterproof boat. It could be closed entirely like a cocoon. He constructed a long pushing pole to help him navigate the waters. The maker of medicine tied prayer sticks at the top of the pole, with special blessings for a safe journey. Finally, the day arrived for wise son to launch his special canoe. The chief and his warriors arrived with supplies of food, good wishes, and more prayer sticks. Week after week, wise son drifted with the river. He was happy. He learned to keep his boat in the main current, though it carried him through several turbulent side routes, including rapids and tunnel-like caves. He came through victoriously, with joy in his heart. On and on wise son traveled, winding his way out of steep canyons and through flat meadowlands. He caught fresh fish for his main food supply. One day, wise son noticed a change in the taste of the water. It was salty. He knew he shouldn't drink it. Then, to his surprise, he suddenly floated into a great body of water that extended as far as he could see. He had discovered the place where the mighty river ended, in the ocean where the sun sleeps. He saw an island and guided his boat to its shore. There was a house nearby. Upon investigation, he found only a very small entrance door. He knocked and asked, "Please, will you let me come in and see you?" Spider Woman, who possessed supernatural power, lived there and answered, "Please make the hole large enough and enter." This wise son did and sat down inside. He presented to Spider Woman one of his prayer sticks and told her of his adventure to find the place where the river ended. He said, "When I return to my nation, I wish to take with me a gift that might be helpful to my people. There is a neighboring house where there are many beautiful ornament-like beads and rocks." Oh, this is the Spider-Woman speaking. The Spider-Woman replied, "There's a neighboring house with many beautiful beads and rocks. These might be gifts you can take to your people, but I must caution you to be careful of the vicious animals on the path. I will give you some of my magic lotion to protect you." Together they started for the treasure house. To guide him, Spider-Woman sat upon Wise Son's ear, where she could whisper to him. Immediately, Wise Sun sprinkled some magic lotion on the marshy path. A colorful bridge appeared instantly, guiding them across the marsh to the treasure house. First, they encountered an enormous lion-like animal, which showed its fangs. Wise Sun tossed him a prayer stick and sprinkled magic lotion, and the creature calmed. Second, they met a bear-like animal. Third, a mad creature like a cat. Fourth, a ferocious wolf-like beast. And fifth, a huge, angry-looking snake with rattles on its tail. Wise Sun quieted all of them with Spider-Woman's magic lotion. The treasure house had steps leading to the roof, and from there steps took them down into a large room. Men squatted around inside the walls. The warriors wore handsome, bright-colored beads about their necks. They had faces painted tribal fashion. Wise Sun squatted by the fire. All remained quiet for some time. The man gazed at Wise Sun constantly. Finally, their chief arose and lit his pipe. After puffing 4 times, he passed the pipe to the stranger. Wise Sun smoked the magic number of times that seemed to please the chief and the others. Yes, that means 4 times. They then greeted him in a friendly manner, as if he were one of their own. In return for their warm welcome, Wise Sun gave to each man a prayer stick tipped with special feathers, made by ancient Hopi nationsmen. Then their chief announced, "Now it is time to put on our snake costumes." Wise Sun observed that the skins of enormous serpents were suspended from the ceiling and around all 4 walls. He was asked to about face so that he would not see how the warriors got into their snakeskin costumes. When Wise Sun was asked to turn back, he saw snakes of many sizes and colors, hissing and writhing over the dirt floor. Spider-Woman remained on Wise Sun's ear. "Be strong," she whispered. "The snakes will not hurt you. Do what I tell you." The chief of the snake people had made his daughter become a yellow snake with rattles. Wise Sun did not know this, and he was asked to choose the chief's daughter. If he chose correctly, the snake people would show him their ceremonial dance. They would also give him many beads and gem rocks to take to his nation. Wise Sun tried very hard to guess which snake was the chief's daughter. Spider-Woman whispered in his ear, "Choose the yellow one with rattles," and Wise Sun did. Yellow Snake with Rattles suddenly became the loveliest and fairest of maidens. He knew immediately that he could easily fall in love with her. That evening, the chief and his warriors gave Wise Sun all the secrets of the snake ceremony. They taught him the words of praise, the words of thanksgiving, and their special song. They showed him the ceremonial steps, which they danced for him. They showed him how they put on their snake costumes. Finally, they showed him their altar. After Wise Sun learned all that he should know, he and Spider-Woman recrossed the bridge and returned to her house. He presented her with another prayer stick, which he seems to have an unlimited supply of, as he thanked her for her help. In return, she gave him a beautiful bed of turquoise from her northern room. She gave him a white shell from her east room. From the south, she gave him a red bead, and from her west room, a larger turquoise. Then she gave him a bag of special beads for his nation, but she warned him not to open it on the way home. Is this ever going to end? Next morning, Wise Sun went back to the house of the Snake People to say farewell. The chief welcomed him and declared, "You have gained our friendship, and my beautiful daughter. Take her for your wife. We wish you happiness and a pleasant journey back to your nation." The nation gave them many presents of good clothing and much food to send the happy couple on their way to Hopi land. They took the overland route following the great river. Each day, Wise Sun found the treasure bag more heavy. He and his wife could hardly carry it between them. One day, out of curiosity, they opened the bag and looked inside. Regardless of Spider-Woman's caution, the two rolled out the beads and made strands for each to wear around their necks. By the following morning, all of the gift beads had vanished. Only remaining were the gems from the 4 rooms in Spider-Woman's house. Many moons later, the young couple reached Hopi land on the far rim of the Grand Canyon. Wise Sun was delighted to be home again after his great adventure. The entire Hopi nation rejoiced over his safe return and welcomed his new young wife to their nation. Wise Sun revealed where the great river ended. He told them of the Snake Clan, and that he and his wife brought them a special ceremony from the Snake People, who lived where the sun sleeps. Wise Sun and his wife taught the Hopis all the songs and dances of the snake ceremony. This was the beginning of the Snake Clan of the Hopi nation. Today, visitors are welcomed by the Hopis when their Snake Clan performs its annual snake ceremony. This is their traditional praise and thanksgiving offering for the blessings of rain to the Hopi nation.